we got a really, really good day in yesterday, but tomorrow is it. We got to take this car to the track. So we got to knock out all the other stuff that's left over. We got to eat some donuts, man. I think that'll give you some good fuel. So today, Aaron, we got to put all the safety stuff inside the car. We stripped it all out yesterday. Race seats, steering wheel, hydraulic handbrake. We got to put coilovers on it, slam it, fit wheels. It's gonna be a long day, man, but I'm excited. Need a pry bar. All right, so we got the old shocks out of the car. We need to order some new coilovers.
What's up, Bodie?
I need to order some coilovers. So for the IS300, let's do 18K in the front, 12K in the rear. And can you slam those out within an hour for me?
Yeah, man, I'll get Eddie right on it.
So Aaron's hitting the knuckle to let the ball joint loose. He's just hitting it a little too soft. A few more whacks, Aaron. Put a little manpower in it. Oh, you got it. Yeah, sweet. Thank you. That was fast. Hell yeah. All right, let's put these in. So we got some fresh Falken rubber on our Driftz 309 wheel. We're gonna tuck the suspension up to where we think ride height should be at, and we're gonna make sure the camber, toe, and the wheel fitment is exactly how we want it for this car. What do you think, Aaron? That's a big ass spacer, man. It's gonna space this thing out.
Nah, it's whack, man.
What do you mean? Let's put the wheel on. I think it's gonna be like sticking out already.
Need like 2 more.
All right, let's try it out. A lot of negative camber when we run this thing as low as we want to run it. We don't want to raise the car, we just want to fix the camber. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this control arm in half. We're going to find the camber that we like it at. We're going to basically zero it out, and then we're going to plate the arm back together. The longer we make the upper control arm, the less camber gain we're going to have. I don't really see any negative consequences from doing it, so we're going to go ahead and knock this out. Aaron, tell me when it's zeroed out and I'll measure the gap.
Almost right there.
So we got the ride height where we want it. We got the arm cut in half. We zeroed out the camber on the factory camber adjustment, weld it together, and we'll have zeroed out camber with the ability to go plus or minus with the factory adjustment. So we got these upper control arms extended, painted, ready to go back in and just button up all the suspension, set ride height. So I think Aaron was a little ambitious to get this thing fitted really, really aggressively, but we're definitely gonna have to pull some spacer out.
All right, so just going ahead and installing these NRG seats and 5-point harnesses. It's going really smooth. These Street Faction brackets here are pretty cool. They got a lot of adjustability from left to right, and just gonna make a couple adjustments with the actual tilting position of the seat and call it a day.
So if you got a long ways to go to set ride height, a good trick is to actually just halfway pop the coilover out of the car instead of fighting with the spanner wrenches, and then you can just twist the whole lower mount. It's way faster and easier. the car's not even on the ground yet because the lift is just bottomed out. The car's gonna go a lot lower. But I could already tell looks perfect. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty good, but when we're actually drifting this thing, I think it's just gonna break the fender right off, man. I don't think that's gonna fly. If it was in a parking lot, in a car show, huh? It'd be really cool, but we're not gonna do that, Aaron. We're gonna actually drive this thing. So sometimes if your bolts are just not the right length, you just walk over to your lathe in your garage or bedroom or wherever you have your lathe machine and just trim it down a little bit, no big deal. All right, Aaron, just make sure to strap these on correctly. And then also we gotta make sure this NRG logo is at the right height. We're gonna set this harness up a little bit looser in case we get some plus size ride along. We got the seats in. Feels pretty comfortable in here, Aaron. Steering wheel hub is in. Awesome. Actually, that feels really good. This handbrake's definitely not gonna cut it if we go drifting. My hand's wedging into the seat. So we got the same style of ASD handbrake that I use in my FD car. We mounted next to the shifter. We could still shift and I could pull on the handbrake without actually hitting anything in the way. And it's right next to the steering wheel. I really dig this one. So we got some Dash 4 brake lines made over at our buddies at G&J Aircraft Fittings. I hope they fit. We like using banjos on the interior side because they're sleeker and they don't take up as much space. Then we got some Dash 4 AN fittings where we're gonna intercept the brake lines under the car. All right, Aaron, feed me those hydraulic lines, man, through that hole. So since we lowered this thing, it's towed out quite a bit, which is normal. Most cars gain tow as you apply the brake, as the car squats. We're gonna eyeball it for now. This inner tie rod is slightly bent, but I got a quick fix for it that's worked in the past. Make sure that you get the kink facing downward and then you apply pressure until it's straight again. You know, we're pretty much there, so we weren't planning on it, but I think we're gonna take it out for some dinner.
Tomorrow night might be a different story, but for right now, we'll probably set them about 35. Let's start. Battery's dead.
Yeah, it's all right. That is totally the car dude problem right here. Be running out of gas this sputter.
It's pretty sweet, dude. Sounds cool, rides pretty smooth.
We made it to the gas station. That's always a plus.
Hey Odi, should we go buy some octane booster and boost it up? You got a leak over here.
Is that what yours would do, Aaron?
Maybe I took a little bit too much air out.
I hope that's all it is, man.
The leak's getting smaller the higher I go.
That's good.
It's a low light, bro.
We're gonna take spacer out of the front. way too much grip. So the car's actually running great. A few little adjustments, and I think we'll be ready to have some fun tomorrow at the track. Actually really looking forward to it. I think he gets down. I think he'll do the job.